Hey, it's Drew Bennett from benspark.com, and yesterday was a snow day. We had an awful snowstorm Stella or whatever, came in, and my snowblower had been broken, but my neighbor who had taken it apart kind of left it there for a long time. Well, he actually went out and bought the part and fixed it the night before, like after 10 o'clock. I don't know exactly what time he was doing it, but he fixed the whole thing so that the morning when I woke up, I kept texting him like, hey, you know, I'll help you, we'll get this fixed, and he never texted me back. So finally I went out to see, you know, did he do anything to it, and he had fixed it. So he hadn't told me, but he fixed it. So I went out, and luckily I was able to use the snowblower before it got to be completely rain, because it went from awful nasty snow to nasty rain, and then today it froze. So later on in the day, I went out to go and shovel again, or to try to snowblow again, but it was just like sopping wet snow, and the plows had put in just giant crater, you know, just boulders of snow at the end of our driveway. So I tried to shovel down as best I could. Obviously it wasn't enough because Allison had some trouble getting out this morning. I kind of had some trouble getting out this morning. But it was a nicer day today, so a lot of stuff melted. Anyway, you don't really need to know all that. What you do need to know is that yesterday, while we were doing the snow day, the kids and I put together their Christmas gift, which was the ship for the Freemakers. And we put that together, and I'm going to just show you some cool stuff about this ship. If you're not familiar with it, Lego Star Wars The Freemakers is a great show on Disney XD. It follows a family of like these, they're mechanics and scavengers and salvagers. We've got Xander and Cordy, and they are the older children. Then we have Rowan, and Rowan is the younger one, and he's also force sensitive, so he actually can wield a lightsaber, we'll see throughout the season. And then they have a battle droid that is their pilot and helper. His name is Roger. You know how the battle droids would say, Roger, Roger? Well, this is Roger. He's kind of a mess, but he is their friend. And so we got the four people. This is the Star Scavenger, and it opens up. The cockpit opens up. So you have a spot for some of the crew, not many. It can shoot. There are some pieces that can shoot, but Andrew kept shooting it all over the place, so I took them out. But they are translucent blue, kind of a darker than this color translucent blue, and they shoot off as missiles. The back hat, let's see. Well, you can pull this off, so this can separate and be its own starship. So if they need to separate part of the ship, they can do so. This can also fold down. So if it's flying, it can be folded down. It can also come apart. So if it was flying, you could have it flying like this. If you want, and these wings actually extend even further out. I like how they made this so that the kind of like the rocket boosters are like that. And there is this piece that comes out, which is kind of like a forklift, but it works a little differently. And it has a spot for a driver, so you can have one of the little guys hop in there and be the driver. And then it just neatly all goes back together. You can put these back and snap them. Pop this back on. And there is the Star Scavenger back together. So the Star Scavenger was a really fun build. What we did was each person, myself, Eva, and Andrew, we would each take one of the pages, and then we would each build that page so that everyone kind of got a turn and would stay engaged. Now, this is 558 pieces. It's a pretty, big build. The kids made it through 3 of the bags, so I did 4 and 5 myself to finish it off. and we had a nice time with it. They enjoyed playing with it. Andrew was firing off the missiles a little too much, so they were going all over the place, so I kind of took those away. And also, he was aiming them at people. So, and they fire pretty good, so you want to be careful of that. It is a nice ship. I love the Star Wars stuff that they do. I have a ton of them from when they first started coming out, but I haven't brought them out for the kids to actually play with yet. When they get more interested in it. But I think, yeah, right there behind me, that is Slave Leia, and we got Jabba the Hutt there. So I have those sets, so that's pretty cool. And those are like the first ones that came out that they had. And I actually have that out because we did a Built from Bricks episode where we were doing a tribute to Carrie Fisher. And anyway, so this is Drew Bennett from BenSpark.com. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Instagram and Twitter as BenSpark, at Facebook.com/I'm Not a Famous Blogger. And you can find me at BenSpark.com as well as here every day where I do videos. And I'd love it if you like, subscribe, and comment. That would be awesome. And hey, thanks for watching.